All right, what's up, everybody? My name's Janie. I'll be your host for today's Draw with Me, and it is August 8th, 11:49 p.m. I'm chilling. I just got done drawing this drawing that you're watching now. Pretty cool. I just, it's interesting to me how through the years I get faster and faster at drawing these. I don't even know how you describe my art. Doodles? They're just doodles, really. Um, but I get faster and faster at them, and like I completed this in like not very long at all. But, anyways, um, yeah, today was interesting actually. Let me start there. Um, I like a good routine. I love a routine. I love sticking to my routine, but for some reason, man, I can only do it. Seems to be for like a month or 3 months, depending on what it is. It's so irritating about myself because I'm like, girl, if we would keep doing like what we're doing, we'd be golden. We'd be, you know what I mean? And this is like my fourth month doing like the same routine. I don't know. I think I just need to take a step back because I'm starting to get bored of it because I pretty much do the same thing every day and I eat the same food every day, because I'm like working out and stuff. But I just became really bored of it, and I've noticed that the past few days I've been so tired. It's really weird. I've been super, like, just tired and feel lazy. Like, I don't want to do anything. It's really weird because, like, for the past 3 months, my alarm goes off and I don't even think about it. I get up, I do my walk, I do what I need to do, and, like, I'm excited to, like, do the things that I'm like working on myself, um, you know, writing and drawing and things like that. And like I'm not even excited to do that anymore, at least the past few days. And I'm just like, man, can we get this over with? And then like I'll find myself sitting on my phone for way too long. And I hate when that happens because then I just become so overwhelmed. Does anybody else get like that? I just get like what happens is I'll want to know some piece of information. And I think the internet is a great thing. The fact that I can just pick up this square mirror thing and ask it a question and know is amazing. And I love it. But I ask a lot of questions and I'm always getting on my phone like, oh, I wonder about this. I wonder about this. I'm just curious about things. And I get on there to find information about something and then I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and then I have way too much information about something that I'm overwhelmed and I don't even care anymore or, I don't know, it's this weird thing where I'm like, okay, maybe I don't even want to ask the question if it's going to send me on this spiral of, this crazy rabbit hole of stuff that I don't even, it's like you could get on YouTube to figure out how to divide pie and then find yourself like learning how to make a pie and it just I mean, it's a crazy place, the internet. But yeah, so I've been getting on my phone too much, saying, "Oh well, I want to know more information about this." So I'll get on my phone and I'll be like, "Girl, what are we doing?" And then I've just been like, I don't want to do anything. Like I just want to sit around. And the past 2 days, I I like sit down to do my. It's like super cold in my room, and so I have this little tiny little heater that I'll turn on. And I'll sit in front of it. I sit on the floor when I like really when I do everything, I sit on the floor because it's better for your joints. But that's another story. So I'll sit on the floor by my heater, like warming up. The sun is warming up. It's a little Mega Mind reference there, but no, I'll sit by the heater, and then I think what's been happening is I'm cold, and so I'm sitting by the heater. It's summertime also, which I probably don't need to have a heater on in summertime, but sit by the heater, and then I start getting tired. And then the past 2 days, I've been like, oh my gosh, well, if I'm tired, girl, don't just take a nap if you're tired. And so like I'll lay down and be like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down for a minute. And then I fall asleep for like an hour, which is fine occasionally, but 2 days in a row, not very good. I just can't see it being very healthy. I don't know. And it's like, why do I rush through all my things that I have to do? It's because I want to get everything done that I make myself do in a day. But then it's like, I'm not going to rush and do all this stuff so I can just sit around the rest of the day. That's silly. And so, yeah, it's been interesting. Although I should try to keep this positive. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't want to be negative. Yeah, but yeah, I went and I drove around and I was like, we gotta just get out of this tiny little room. Like, we gotta go do something, girl. It was a nice day. I went and drove around, was listening to music. I did like two DoorDash orders or something like that, one grocery order, so that was fun. And yeah, it was just weird. It was a weird day. I went and played basketball actually, and these two little boys came up to me and they were like, "Oh, can you want to play together?" And I played with them, which it was fun. They were adorable. Um but yeah, and then just kind of drew, and yeah, it was just a weird day. It's a weird day. I guess I guess maybe I just need to change up my routine is what I'm getting at. But like also it's like, well, I'm I have this routine because I have goals that I've set, and the way I can achieve those goals is by doing the things I need to do every day. So, and then it's like, well, maybe you just need a break. Well, I took a break a few days ago, and I think that's what started this whole thing. I went and hung out with my sister, and I was like, well, I'll stay a little longer, you know. Her husband was, I forget what he was doing, but I didn't want to, we wanted to hang out, so she didn't have to be alone. And so we went and walked around this like thing that's going on in our town for a second. We went out and got food, and I was like, yeah, that's okay. It's nice to have a little break once in a while. So I allowed myself to do that, and we got pizza, and that was good. But after that, now I'm like, I don't want to go back to my routine because like if pizza's an option, I just want pizza every night. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what I'm getting at here, but yeah, yeah. I don't know what the answer is. Maybe because I do the same thing every day. It's not like I have a weekend. Most of the time, I don't even know what day of the week it is. And so maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just need to make a weekend or do different things on the weekend. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm sick of being tired. Maybe I just need to get out more. There's this you know what I want to start doing? Let me tell you. Thank you for asking. I would love to do a long distance through hike. It's through hike and long distance, same thing. Like a 500-mile hike or more. You know what I would like to do? I would like to hike. Is it the PCT that goes from Mexico to Canada? That's what I would like to do. Look, it takes about 6 months or something like that. But I watch these hikers on my feed when I'm saying I'm doom scrolling. I watch these hikers, and that just looks so amazing. And me and my sister were talking about this, and I was like, isn't that so cool? Like, wouldn't you want to walk for 6 months across the United States through the desert with wildlife, have to pee in a hole, get blisters all over your feet, like, and do this like crazy things, potential dangerous situations, and have to spend all this money to do this and like take off work? And she's like looking at me like I'm insane. Like I'm absolutely insane. But, it's fun. Like I've never done it, but I just know in my depth of my soul that I would have the time of my life. Because, and not to just say like I did that for anybody else, but to say to myself, look, Janie, we just did that. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds so much fun. I hiked for 6 months. Are you kidding me? And you'd meet so many people too. You would meet so many people. I think I would like to do it in a group. I don't hike now. I walk, but I don't hike. I don't go on hikes, which I know that's probably a first step. Get it? Step. Oh, I'm hilarious. Anyways, I'm just saying this is something that I would like to get into. Like, this is a sport. Because walking is like so easy. Because you just have to put one foot in front of the other. You're not like trying to lift something heavy. You're literally just putting one foot in front of the other. And imagine doing that for 6 months straight. Camping in a tent, having to anticipate weather, shipping yourself food, eating out of a backpack. You know what I mean? That just sounds like so much fun. And to look back and be like, look what I just did. That's so amazing. I did that in like a mental toughness challenge. Like, it just sounds so much fun to me. And But I don't really do that kind of thing, which I know I should start, but it's like I don't want to hike by myself. I am scared of bears. I've realized this about myself. Why? I don't know. I've never been out and seen a bear in my life. Well, I've seen a bear like in a cage, but I would imagine that I'm pretty scared of bears. I've had dreams that I've seen bears, and like nothing bad happened to me. I don't know. I would think that that'd be very, very scary to encounter a bear. It's like, what do you do? You know what I mean? I encountered a deer one time, and I was like, I was walking on a trail, and I just heard this sticks breaking in the woods, and I saw this deer, and I turned around and I said, nope, I'm going home. But if you're on a 6 mile hike or a 6 month hike, you probably can't just turn around and go home, go around the bear, But yeah, I don't know. It's like, well, because with that hike, the PCT specifically, you have to like you have to do certain things like to make sure you're not bringing scented things to attract wildlife and things like that. But I'm saying like I don't have experience in that, and I guess you'll just learn or like do research and stuff, but I don't know. It'd be so much fun to go with a group of people, that all are kind of like chill. I don't know. You could do like 20 miles a day. I feel like I could do that, walk 20 miles a day, and or more, slightly more. I feel like I could do that and then get yourself in the habit, and then you could walk more and more as you get. I mean, 6 months is a long time. That's a lot of walking. But it would just be so much fun. That just sounds so much fun. I just don't know really where to start. I guess I could start by at least just going by myself. I guess I'm saying I don't know where to meet people who would want to do that. Yeah. I'm also really like my personality. It's really hard for me to make friends because I I I tend to think that everybody and their mother is out to get me. Like I've noticed this about myself, and I'm working on it. I'm fixing it and changing it. But even little children, like little children will look at me, and I will be like, okay, well, they're trying to get something from me. Or, something like that. Like, everybody's out to get me. That's how I think. And I know that's awful, and I'm really changing that mindset. But, like, so I think that's why it's hard for me to make friends, because I just assume everybody wants something from me. Everyone's trying to gain something from me or something like that. And so, yeah, I'm trying to learn not to do that and to just, yeah, have more trust in people. But, I mean, that's hard, when you don't know people. I don't know. Also, yeah, but where do you meet people to go on long hikes with that aren't crazy? And also, I don't want to go hike with somebody for 6 months, and like, what if you don't like them? Like I'm saying, there's probably some sort of app, or like you can get on Reddit or something, or Facebook groups or something, and like you can text these people. But if you don't really know them and you're gonna go on a 6 month hike with somebody, even if they're not crazy, they could just be annoying, and then you're walking with somebody for 6 months that you don't know, and they're just annoying. So that'd be interesting, but I don't know. I don't know. It'd be fun. Would I do it by myself? I keep seeing like bikes everywhere. Like I believe in signs like that. Like I just think about it all the time, or coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidence. It's all like synchronicity. It's God, whatever. And but I've been seeing bikes everywhere, and there's this girl. Her name's Liz. I forget. She she was a thru hiker. That's how I found her. She was hiking the PCT, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" Like I had heard of it before, but like I don't know. She really captured it very well. I think. Well, obviously, I don't know because I've never done it, but um, she's just super cool. But I think right now she's biking the Great Divide, I think. And I was like, well, biking, I think I could go bike by myself because, I mean, you're on a bike. It's not like, if you made a wrong turn, you'd be walking. You know what I mean? Like you're on a bike. I don't know why. In my brain, I just feel like that's safer. And that's a possibility, you know? I guess for somebody doing it by themselves, I would just do a lot of research, research this, pick a route first of all, like pick a beginner route and just research, things like that. Make sure, my first route I would want to do, I don't know, you could do like 100 miles. Is there like a 100-mile trail? That'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If you did 20 miles a day, well, if you were walking. See, if you're biking, that wouldn't take you very much time at all. But, I mean, okay. You know, that could be a possibility. It could very well be a possibility. But I think the first step is probably to just go hike, period. Like, there's quite a few trails around me. They're not like big or anything. They're like 2 miles. And that's what gets me. I'm like, okay, if we're going to hike, let's hike, you know what I mean? So maybe I'll just build up to it. You know, I'll go on I go walking every day, but I'll go on some hikes. And then I'll go camping separately. Here's my thing about camping. Well, I guess that's not really the same thing. If you're building a fire, I like to camp, I would say. But the fire smoke, every time I go camping, I get sick after. It's so frustrating. I get this sickness that's like, it's like a sore throat and like a cough. And like not my tonsils, I don't know what it's called. Like my face is just like inflamed and I don't have tonsils. I have my tonsils removed. But like, I don't know how to explain it. But like, near my chin, they just get really puffy and like just, yeah, it's just awful. And that takes like 2 weeks to go away. And so every time, I'm like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this time by a campfire. The next day, usually, most of the time, I get sick for like 2 weeks. It's awful. And so I've really been wanting to go camping because it's summer, you know, or not even camping and sleeping there, but just like sitting next to a campfire. But it like makes me nervous anymore because every time I do it, I get sick. But I don't know. Maybe I could just like sit away from the smoke. I don't know. It's still, even when I do that, I still find that I get sick. But I don't know. I guess, no, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. But, yeah, I don't mind sleeping outside, sleeping in a tent. Although I think that's something that you would have to get used to. The like constantly, even in like a campground, which I've never camped in anywhere but a campground. I've only camped a handful of times in my life. But there's that, you know, you're sitting in your tent, it's late at night, and you're like, what was that? What was that? And you just hear all these noises. That would be scary. Okay, sleeping at night by yourself in a tent. Hold up, because I didn't think this through. Yeah, that would be scary. That's crazy. I can't believe people do that. I mean, I would do it, though. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't think I would do it by myself, though, first. Maybe just go camping by myself first, you know. I have a tent. I do. I could just go camping by myself first. We'll build up to it. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, how are you doing today? Did you hear the air just kick on? Yeah, how are you doing today? How's your life? Are you living your best dream? You know, when people say, "How are you doing today?" like just in passing or whatever, I usually say, I am living the dream." And I always say that, and I say that because, okay, I could just say good, and that's not, you know, but I say living the dream, and people kind of like look up or they'll laugh. The other day, I was in the grocery store, and this lady was like, "Hey, honey, how are you today?" And I said, "I am living the dream." And she looked up and she goes, "Oh yeah, what dream is that?" Nobody's ever said that to me before. I was not expecting it, probably just as much as she wasn't expecting me to say living the dream. And I just kind of like, I felt like I sat there for 5 minutes being like, 'cause I don't know, it was just funny. I was like, Janie, I was like, that was embarrassing. It's fine. And I don't remember what I said to her. I think I was like, I think I said, I don't know. Imagine somebody's like, how are you living the dream? Oh yeah, what dream is that? I don't know, but I'm living it. That's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no. That is so much more fun than saying, "Oh, I'm good." You know what I mean? I am living my dream though. And if you ask me what dream is that, I don't know. I'm alive. I'm an artist. Yeah. I'm just living the dream, man. And you know, I hope you're living your dream too. Let's see, what else do we have on the docket today? We only have a few more minutes left. You want to hear this theory that I'm working on? There's this guy on YouTube. His name is The Theorizer, and he puts together like 2, 3, 4 hour long videos about these theories that he has. Man, I don't know how he does it. I would really like to see his process. He theorizes like movies, franchises, like all kinds of crazy stuff, but like in the end, he makes it all make sense. And I wish I had the skills to make this make sense for you, but I will try. I'll try. So the other day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a movie on in the background, whatever. I picked Megamind, okay? I put that movie on, expecting to just put it on in the background, and I'll be darned if I didn't watch the entire movie. I wasn't watching the movie scrolling. No, my eyes were fixed on the TV. Now, mind you, I've seen Megamind like at least 200 times, okay? But this time was different, and let me tell you why, okay? The first scene, probably spoilers here, okay? If you haven't seen it, but I mean, it's been 15 years. You should watch it. Anyways, the first scene is Megamind, the evil character, and he's falling like from the sky, and he goes, "Here I am, falling to my death." And I was like, "Wait, that sounds kind of familiar. Where have I heard that before?" Oh, well, Lucifer, kicked out of heaven. He's falling to his death. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And so the rest of the movie, I'm like, wait, let me watch this through like a different perspective, through a different lens. And there are so many references to the Bible in this movie. They talk about praying, like they're like, "Oh, say your prayers" or something like that. Like, I should have wrote these things down. That's why I said it's a loose theory, but try to hang on with me, okay? Obviously, Megamind is the evil one, and Metro Man is the Jesus or godlike character. There's even the scene he walks on the water. Okay, he's in the beginning of the movie. You see him walking on the water, and then so he's the godlike character who dies, or so you're supposed to believe. And then in the end, you find out he's alive. Like he was resurrected. Who else was resurrected from the dead? Jesus. That's okay. Then, there is a very distinct detail that I noticed, and it's at the end of the movie. Man, maybe I should put these on the screen for you, but at the end of the movie, you're going through, and it's showing how Metro Man basically tricked everyone into thinking that he was dead. And it's showing, he said, I use my super speed, and he's trying to figure out, like, what he wants, right? And it shows him going through a library, and where it lists, like, the years of the books, there's a number on the shelf, and it says like 2001 through 3001, like 1,000 years, right? The 1,000-year reign of Lucifer, right? That's in the Bible. I was like, okay, well, that's something right there. Now, I'm not completely I don't have this completely together, so stick with me, but there's something there. And what else was there? Oh my gosh. He's resurrected. There's other things. But you see what I'm saying? And the thing about in the beginning, Roxanne, let's go kidnap Roxanne Ritchie. That always seems to lift your spirits. She's wearing a red dress. Now, there's a theme in these movies, not these movies, but like movies where I'm trying to, this is just, I accidentally muted you, sorry. This is just something like I do in my free time, I guess. I just like to relate movies to the Bible. But there's a thing about a red dress, or red, and it always seems to be a woman in a red dress. In the Matrix, the first Matrix, he's in the program or whatever that they designed to be a virus or something. I don't remember the exact whatevers of it. Oh man, we're running out of time here. But the girl's in the red dress, and he's not Neo. Who's the other guy? He's like, you were looking at the girl in the red dress. And so that's significant. Also in the 100, there's the girl, the AI, the girl who is literally AI is in a red dress. And so Roxanne Ritchie in this movie is in a red dress, and it signifies like power or something or other, but he's in love with her, and that inevitably what turns him Megamind to be good is because like of love and all that all those kind of things. Anyways, I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah, I think yeah, we're wrapping up this drawing here. I don't know, man. I should do an extensive like study and like put all my theories into videos, because I do have some theories, man, and how they're all parallel to the Bible and they tell the stories in the Bible. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. I hope you enjoyed this drawing. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Leave me a like, a subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.